Hello everybody and welcome back to the Tabletop Temple, where we paint, we play, and we pray to the dice gods. Today's going to be actually a very interesting video because I am going to be unboxing the 10th anniversary edition of Tavern Masters. It is a game created by Dan Chris, published by Power Games, who I really want to give a huge shout out for sending me a copy of this game to review and show it off on my channel. So, it just came in the mail today, and boy oh boy, I really gotta tell you, it is quite the bit of game to unbox. Again, like I said, it is Tavern Masters 10th Anniversary Edition, designed by Dan Chris and published by Power Games. It's supposed to be a game where you play as a tavern master, running, well, what else? A tavern. I think the idea of the gameplay is to play cards and create goods and services throughout one phase, and then you're gonna go ahead and then bring in a bunch of nobles and customers and etc. to purchase those goods by giving you coins, and I think whoever has the most coins win. Now, I need to make a full disclaimer here. I know that the artwork on the cards is generated mostly by AI. I'm not here to pass judgment on the use of AI in board games. I am here to unbox it, and then I'm going to give my review either on here or on Board Game Geek based on the gameplay. So, despite whatever it is you think about AI, I am going to ask to please keep it friendly in the comments, because everybody has their own opinions on the use of AI. So, without further ado, and with that out the way, let's go ahead and unbox this game. Okay, so you're probably wondering to yourself, where did the music come from that I'm going to be using in this video? There's actually a CD with 22 songs on it of nothing but really cool fantasy and D&D-ish sounded music. I think that is a wonderful little thing that has been added to this, and I truly love the way it sounds. So, for those who backed it, I really hope you use the heck out of this thing because it is really cool. So I think that is actually the first thing I'm going to unbox as soon as I can get it open. Hang on one second. Got it. Oh, one more second. I gotta get my box so I can put the papers in. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and unbox it. Let's see. That's true. The CD comes with more cards to play with. That's pretty cool. So let's. I gotta be careful. God, I haven't messed with CDs in God knows how long. So not only does this make me feel nostalgic, but it like I said, it adds a really cool twist to it. Songs from the Tavern, music by Caden L. Welborn. So yeah. The taverns and inns of Eldaron are known for three things in particular: good drinks, delicious foods, and truly gifted entertainers. Playing the right song on the right night can make all the difference between a few small coins and a stack of golden dragons. Very nice. Illustrations by Galen Eilenfeld. Forgive me, I am not gonna butcher that name. So yeah, there's 22 songs on the CD. if you get it. It would probably it adds to me a pretty cool feeling that, you know, you're actually performing in the tavern or running the tavern and hearing the bards play the music and whatnot. So that, like I said, that I think is probably my favorite part of this whole thing. Gotta give credit where credit is due. The Fat Dragon. You may play any 1 goods in your hand for free this round. Gain 1 gold coin for each staff in your tavern. We got the Northern Winds. And we got the Traveler's Rest. This game also has a bunch of promos to it, which I'm probably going to unbox kind of last. But being that the first thing I opened up the CD was the song deck, which actually there's another one. Hold on, there's another one. Is that the same? Wait, is this the same thing? Oh, well, I guess I got 2 copies of it. All right, cool. So probably don't need to open up that one. Let's put that. No, you close, sir. No, you close. You close. Okay, so like I said, I am going to do the unboxing of all the expansions after I pick everything up and get them out the way. I'm gonna do all of that afterwards because I want to see what's in the main box first. No. Will you stop dropping everything, Guru? Oh, and by the way, I thought this was really cool. There's a Christmas expansion to this. My wife got pretty excited for this one because she's a huge fan of Christmas. So, come on, promos. You guys get out of the way. Now, do I want to unbox the main box or do I want to unbox this box first, the community chest? Decisions. Alright, main box it is. The moment I get it open, there we go. It's for ages 14 and up. Now, that is strictly based on thematics. I was actually told mechanics-wise, it's probably more along the lines of 8 or 9 and up. So that's pretty cool. And I've kind of read the rules partially. So, yeah, what I've seen so far, the mechanics, they're not that bad. Alright, box is off. Oh yeah, and by the way, it takes about 30 minutes to play, and you can play it solo, versus, or even co-op. There's rules all for that. Look at the coins. That is neat. So, here is the rule book. If I'm not mistaken, the rule book from the first one compared to the 10th anniversary edition, the rule book is a little more refined and a bit thicker. So, that's pretty neat. Because, quite frankly, if you're going to release a new edition every game, you got to add more to it. Am I right? That's true. So, got a day phase and a night phase. That I remember reading per specifically, not per. Correct. Because you're going to be playing cards during the day phase to affect things that happen in the night phase, which is very neat. All of the coins. Now, what probably would have been a really cool expansion to add upon, what I probably would have at least looked into going into, which I don't know if Dan did or not, is I probably would have looked into making an edition with metal coins. That probably would have killed. Which is very cool. So yeah, that is pretty much the rule book. Tavern Masters. Oh look, there's advertisement, what I am about to unbox. So there's new cards in it, and if I'm not mistaken, this will offer a more lengthy gameplay. So, blur, let's get that out the way. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's a few things to punch. That's what I wanted to see. That is really cool. Okay, this is cool. So, clearly, this is where all the cards are gonna go. So, I think the way I am going to store this is I'm gonna put, if I'm not mistaken, there's more coins in here inside the community chest. Like I said, it comes with a way to play a lot longer, so I'm probably gonna end up storing all the coins and tokens in that box, and obviously putting all the cards and dice and other game components in here. So, yes, nothing like unboxing and punching out gold coins for that dopamine kick that we all know and love. That's, like I said, that community chest is supposed to give quite a bit. Okay, I don't want to lose these 2 tokens. They look important. They look like they are round markers for this, so I'm going to keep that aside. And I'm assuming, if I'm not mistaken, this is supposed to be some sort of round tracker, maybe? Or maybe a first player token, which would be pretty neat, but I'm also going to keep that separate as well. And then we've got the player aids. I wonder if that fit. That does! Oh, cool! Okay, I gotta say, storage. I will give credit where credit is due. Storage so far is pretty neat. Come on. Get out. There we go. So yeah, the day phase, draw tavern cards, hire staff, purchase goods and trade. Night phase, draw patron cards, play patrons by wants, collect gold, discard patrons from counting the till, collect gold, discard patrons from taverns. So, and then you got all the different symbols on the back. I like that. Very neat. Let's get that right there. And now, the end is near. But not really. Because I've got lots more unboxing to go. Ugh. So yeah, that's all the cards. Well, not all the cards. Why do I keep saying that? So you have many different types of goods for cards. Okay, yeah, the cards themselves, which I meant to mention when I showed the other box. The cards themselves actually feel very good. So, I will, like I said, I will give credit where credit is due. So the cards feel very, very nice in the hand. There's a chessboard. That's pretty cool. Crusty bread. Mesha, you better put that in some, like, stew or something. That's some crusted bread. How dare you? Dartboard. Dragon's breath. I like that. That's really cool. Dwarven mead. I have tried mead before. My god, it tastes so good. All mead is honey wine, and it tastes so amazing. I love that. We got elven wine. Cheese! Not just any cheese, hard cheese. I like the little mouse. The little mouse in it is pretty cute. Honey mead. Yeah, like there you go. Honey mead. Tastes really good. Always wanted to make my own. King's Ale. So these must be all the drinks and food. Knife target. Roast mutton. Rock bottom ale. Interesting. Ugh, stinky cheese. Ugh. I don't want no blue cheese. The Dwarven Bar. These must be the taverners themselves. Elven Barmaid. Gnomish Accountant. Guild Fence. Halfling Jester. Herald. Luscious Tart. Wow, okay. That's a bit different. Serving Wench. Transmuter? I don't think I've ever heard of that term before. Troubadour. Why was I seriously about to say Troubadour? Village Juggler. Neat. So yeah, like, cards feel very nice in thy hand. Now, what is the other one? That is the patron deck. Okay. Hold on. I got to rip off the paper. Thank you, Chris, for making it so easy. So here is the patron deck. The very first one I pull out is Alderman, which... Hold on, let me find it. Kind of looks like the guy on the coin, in a way. Maybe without the gray hair. Alderman, we got an Archmage, Bawdy Prince, Captain of the Guard, Highborn Lady, Local Guildmaster, Underworld Boss, Apprentice Mage, a Dairy Maid. I will put these on this side. Got a Dairy Maid, a Dwarven Miner, an Elven Ranger, a Farmer, a Gambler, a Guardsman, I was actually told that there's actually a few hints at some jokes here and there in this game. Guild Enforcer. In the guild about breaking rules, don't break the rules. Well, no duh! Herdsman, the Master Brewer, Mercenary, Peasant. You know, so Mrs. Guru cracks me up. I got actually a pretty interesting story to tell. We went to a UL baseball game recently, and we were very fortunate to sit in box seats. They offered free popcorn and M&Ms up there, which I thought was very cool. But my wife was eating the popcorn, and she looks down at the other people just out of nowhere, and she says, "Peasants pay for popcorn." I'm like, I can't with you right now. That cracked me up so much. We have a pit fighter. Anyway, let's get back to it. The press ganger, the royal guard, a scholar. So pretty much your typical, you know, Dungeons and Dragons style of characters. Sorcerers, we got thieves, traveling merchants, we got the village baker, the village potter, wandering minstrel, a known liar who is only after your loot. Oh. Bit of play on words there, sir. Wandering wizard and a warrior maiden. Really creative. I'll say that. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons is Dungeons and Dragons. So, okay. I'm gonna leave this aside. Like I said, I'm gonna put this in the tavern, in the chest. I don't know what I'm going to be using these bags for just yet. So let me set those aside as well. That is the main box. Though clearly the box was designed to get some sort of clearly the box was designed to fit all of the expansions. So let's go ahead and get this. Oh, curse, I don't have nails. Hold on. Yeah. Come on. Open your plastic. Okay, come on. Almost there. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Got it. Let's open up this sucker. What I'm probably going to end up doing is making expansions. Expansions. Making dividers for all of this. So that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. Yes, magnetize. Oh yeah, there we go. That's... yeah, that's just a big thing, a chest of coins. So... all the same thing. So you know what? Hold on. Take this out. I will review it after. This is now a treasure box. Yes, I'm embezzling. No, I'm not. That is a pretty cool thing to include a box full of nothing but coins for all of your gold tokens. That's pretty neat. I can honestly, I kind of take back what I said earlier about the metal coins incident, because can you imagine how heavy that would make this box? So, that's cool. I like that. I swear to God, my daughter is going to steal this from me. I see it coming. Okay. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and unbox some more. I think I'm going to do the Christmas one last. The one I was very particularly interested in, because this is my channel, Dice Punk Guru, after all. There's actually an expansion that, well, comes with dice. So, let's crack that sucker open. Come on. Come on. You know, when you're a person who suffers from your own nervousness and you bite your nails, I really regret biting them because I don't have nails to peel this off myself. Oh, come on, brother. How am I gonna signify this expansion? Because clearly it don't fit in there. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make the fighters for this. Alright, got it. Let's go ahead and crack this open. So I knew it came with a pair of dice. Wow. Yeah, that I will say. You can't really make AI make dice. That's very cool. The edges are nice and rounded off. That's very pretty. Oop, didn't mean to drop it. Yeah, that's very pretty to look at. So, nice and gorgeous. Now, what is in here? Let's put this aside. So, this is the Tavern Masters Game of Chance expansion pack. So, until I could figure out what to do about dividers, I'm not going to be getting rid of any of the boxes. So, roll the dice symbols. When you see these symbols on a card, it means you must roll a die each round during the appropriate phase to determine the card's ability for that round. Okay. That's neat. Target player must banish and then you roll the die. Okay, cool. So it kind of looks like you play these cards to maybe hurt other people. I like that. Back Alley Prince, Bounty Hunter, Country Girl, Necromancer. Yeah, even the characters themselves are pretty dark. Is there a way GOC? I think there's a way to determine what the cards are for. Games of chance. GOC, yeah, makes sense to me. Alright, cool. So, yeah, magical task, illusionist, ribald troop. So, yeah, this is the part I was afraid of. Let's keep it in the box for now. Oh, I'm sorry. Meant to show this off. Royal coffers. Be the first to have 100 gold. Tavern reputations. Neat. I'll put that in there. And that's the bar met more community chests. So I guess he decided to make all players play Tavern Masters for a full 10 rounds. Wow, okay. Tax rebate, each player gain 1 for each goods in their tavern for this round. Some events. So yeah, this game's gonna introduce events. That's pretty cool. Let's put this right there for now. Okay. Do. Alright. Okay, so the I peeled it. I'm just gonna peel them the plastic on them off screen from now on. The next expansion I'm opening up is the Dirty Deeds expansion. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, there's even a little rule booklet for it. I remember seeing something about Dirty Deeds in the rule book, so very cool. I can only imagine that once you get can only imagine that once you play with every single expansion, that would probably be a really long game. So Dirty Deeds. Some rats. So it looks like the Dirty Deeds, I think the Dirty Deeds offers just like a niche way to play the game, like another way to just hurt people. Poisoned ale. I like that. Target player must, yeah, you target players must discard all that symbol patrons from their tavern at the end of this round. Wow. Alrighty then. Watered down wine. Well, goddammit, who doesn't like watered down wine? Who does like watered down wine? I could talk today. Rat racist, that's funny. I like the names of these cards. Okay, I finally came across a dad joke. He told me there was going to be some. Stops too much magic from gathering. Ha ha. He used to... Oh, well, hold on. Let me read a few of these. Great way to plague your enemies. Okay. This can lead to a very sticky situation. Oh god, the dad jokes. Some of the worst spelling ever. That's funny. False charges, the worst way to begin a sentence. That's funny. This god is a regular tosser. Okay. As sure as death and twice as feared. Luxury tax. Malicious caterwauling. You could get into treble for this. Bruh. That's funny. Midnight burglary. Always look for windows of opportunity. Okay. Let me not read them all because I kind of want to save them some of them for my wife as a surprise. That's funny. I like the dad jokes. I appreciate good dad jokes in a board game. Alright, so the next one we're gonna be opening up is Tavern Signs expansion. How does that play? Oh, here it is. Oh, wondering. So, what does this do? Tavern Masters, Signs, Expansion, little rule card. Beginning of the play, shuffle the Tavern Signs deck, deal 3 Tavern Sign cards to each player. Players look at their 3 Tavern Signs. Then begin the first round draft of Tavern cards. Once players have finished drafting their starting hand, each player must choose and play their chosen sign face up in their tavern, discarding the other 2 sign cards to the bottom of the Tavern Signs deck. Each Tavern Sign will give a generally positive bonus and generally minor restriction. This is to give each tavern more character and a unique identity and adds fun extra asymmetrical challenge for players to add to their Tavern Masters experience. I like that. That's pretty cool. Got the Baker's Loaf, the Baron's Playhouse, the Branded Eye, the Champion's Alehouse, the Drunk Monk's Distillery. I like that one. Halfling's Hovel, Hellsman's Lantern, the King's Cellar Door, the Last Watch, the Lock and Dagger, the Mead Maker's Mark, the Mortar and Pestle, the Pale Maidens, the Phoenix, the Potion Room, I like that one, the Rear Rudder, the River's End, Rune Hammered, I like that, the Second Barracks, the Statesman. Is that kind of like the Kingsman? The Golden Circle? Stinky's Bar and Grill. Please tell me there's a Golden Circle reference somewhere. Dang, there's not. Thieves' Den, the Thistle and Lily, Throg's Gut Wallow, the Watering Hole, and the Water's Edge. Noble's Welcome. Cool. Where did I put the box? Oh, there it is. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. Next one is the Tavern's Menu expansion. This one offers different ways to play the game. That's pretty cool. See, I like when people think of not just one way to play a game, but many different ways. Drawn tavern cards are drafted at the beginning of each day phase, excluding any drawn as an additional by player. The game does not end until any player has 40 or more gold. Wow, okay. Extra dirty. Each player draws 3 Dirty Deed cards at the beginning of the Dirty Deeds phase each round instead of just drawing 1. Wow, okay. Really neat. I like that. So this just adds a really cool, a bunch of different variants to the gameplay. That's good. I like that. Really, really like that. Alternate rules you can mix and match. Cool. What's next? Alright, I'll do this one. Miss Guru, this one is for you. Okay. Oh. Alright, I'm doing it. Ms. Guru, this one's for you. The box falling. This is the Christmas deck. Has its own little rule book. Santa. Of course, like why wouldn't you see Santa in a game like that? New merchant and events deck. Cool. I like that. The very first one I see is freaking fruitcake. Does anybody actually like fruitcake? Never tried it to really give my opinion on it. So. You got some fruitcake. Raise your glasses. Spirit of Yule past. Okay, that's cool. Spirit of Yule present. Spirit of Yule to come. Archdruid. So, these... Yeah, of course. Yeah, Krampus. I love it. Miserly Scrooge. Why does this look like my friend Chase? Nutcracker Prince. Rat King. Saint Claus. The Doll Maker, Dwarven Baker, like the... Okay, yeah, I get it. These are all Christmas themed. There's a Frosty the Snowman card. I love it. Games Maker, Gingerbread Man card. Cool. The Raven Keeper, Druid, Sugar Plum Fairy, the Toy Soldier, the Tree Feller. Visiting Relative... Yeah, because everybody wants a visiting relative for Christmas. Wind-up Jester. Reindeer Sleigh. Players. Yeah, these look like more variants. Yeah, events. Sorry. Cool. I like that. I will actually keep that in its box because I saw that it can fit. And quite frankly, you're only going to pull this out when you play it, when I play it for Christmas. So, probably going to play it solo for Christmas. Or if Ms. Guru wants to play with me, sure. Oh my god. Alright, let's get the other one opened. Come on. Oh, there we go. And this is... So that is the patron deck. Song and... Yeah, song and patron deck. This is the tavern deck. Except for that, that's more songs. Eggnog, ginger ale, a gingerbread tavern, holiday cookies... Hot cocoa, hot wassail, don't know how to say that, iced milk, mincemeat pie, that actually sounds good, mistletoe, mulled wine, roast beast, rum punch, Spice Holiday Need. Tree of Lights. Oh, that's pretty. Unwanted Gift. My wife's a sucker for Christmas, so I think this might be her favorite expansion by far. So what I'm going to do, this is the one I'm not going to put in the box because the little box itself can fit. Break this out for Christmas and play it then. Break it out for Christmas and play it then. In the meantime, that is where you shall go. Alright. Few more boxes to go. We have the Fairy Folk expansion. This has a box in of itself. Oh, let's see. Clearly has its own rules. Ooh, okay. Okay, I see you. Oh, some very pretty dice. I knew one of them came with more dice, but man, that is gorgeous. I really like the dice. The dice is very pretty. I cannot let Baby Guru find this box because it is filled with buttons. She's gonna lose her mind when she sees that there's buttons in the game. This boxing's taking a while. Longer than I anticipated. Ugh. May have to keep these in their own respective boxes as well because the boxes are nice. Unless if it was designed to take these boxes and then put them in here, so which I'm pretty certain that's what it was. This is more of the patron deck. Barry the Elven Scout. Elven Witch, Frog Prince, Taylor. More events. Black Cherry Brandy. Blackberry Mead. Brambleberry Pie. Elderberry Ale. Yeah, more just more thematic foods and stuff. Mayberry the Cow. The sweetest berry in the field. That's adorable, sir. Very adorable on the puns. And the dad jokes. I will say I dig that. That's pretty cute. Let's get this other one open. More patrons. And more dirty deeds. Wow, Voices of the Wind. That looks like a very creepy golem. Changeling, Fruit Flies. Moon Calf. I guess that's supposed to be Calf. Voice of the Wind. Yeah, like I said, that's creepy. Bramble Direlings. Blah, 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 blah. The Dryads. Dusk Pixies. Farm Brownie. Interesting. All the patrons come into the tavern. All the fairy folk come into the tavern to collect. I will figure out a way to store all of this in one box. I'm almost certain that is what it was designed for. So, very neat. That's another expansion. I have 1, 2, 3. Oop, forgot a rulebook. Forgot the rulebook. 3 expansions to go, plus all the promo stuff. what is this? The Sixpence Bakery expansion. Cool. The Sixpence Bakery expansion. Let's get that open. The heck? This dude really outdid himself in terms of expansions. I'll say that. You had one concept, you nailed it, clearly. And then you just released expansion after expansion after expansion. Like, one wouldn't think there'd be that many expansions for a card game, but yet here we are. Then again, Marvel Champions eat your heart out, but still. So I'll rephrase that. One wouldn't think that there'd be so many expansions for what seems to be a very simple card game. Ooh. Okay, these cards are different. Sixpence Bakery. So I'm definitely interested in to see what these are going to do. So far, it's pictures of birds. More birds. More birds. More birds with a scarecrow. More birds. Oh, look, humans. Yay. Got the queen, the king. What, is this a regular deck of cards? I don't think so. Royal Baker and a couple more. What is this for? The Sixpence Bakery. What does this do? You are the king's royal bakers. The king's birthday is almost here. Deal with each player. Next deal, the 3 black face up in the center of the play area. So I guess it's just added more to the game, I guess. I shall eventually get to it. Very neat. I really need to figure out a way to store this. Now we have the market. Now we got the marketplace. My trusty plastic poker. I really don't want to lose these tokens. Is there like a little bag somewhere? I mean, there's quite a bit, so, well... You know what? Hold on. I got an idea. Does this fit in it like... It does not. Fits in it like that. So I'll tell you what. Let me go ahead. Grab the player aids. Don't want to lose it, so... Pretty sure there's a reason why there's so many bags included. But I want to keep everything separate until I can figure out a way to store it all. I will figure out a way to do it. I promise. Alright, anyway. Oh, what's that? More rules! I mean, clearly you need rules to learn how to play this said expansions. Yeah, that's a very... Oh, it looks like a book. Cool. That's neat. These must be more ways to play. Be the first to the 3 goes. Yeah, these kind of look like it would be an expansion for what's it called? I could talk today. Well, you know what? Hold on. Let's solve that right now. More market cards, event cards, reputation cards, patron cards, and the booklet. I really do like all the variant ways to play this game. So I say kudos to you, sir. Be the first to have 3 village cards in your tavern, so it kind of looks like you're going to be expanding upon a village. Or a marketplace, rather. Alright. Ooh, that's neat. I will figure out a way to store this. Promise. That's not what I'm here for. Let's open up the cards for this. I guess I could probably just separate all the events and everything into it, but... Market tokens. Yep. More added to the patron deck. And a butt ton of events. Wow. Alright, cool. And then the other one, as soon as I can get it open. Can you imagine the craziness it would be behind to sleeve all these cards? Despite the fact that there's so many of them, I don't think this is one I'm going to be sleeving. Because it kind of looks like... Oh, look, dice. There's dice in here. Fish. Yeah, all of these are market tokens. Very interested to see in how that's going to go into gameplay. That's that one. Alright, last... but not least, expansion-wise, is the Dockside expansion. Which, from the looks of it, it looks like it's going to be adding a lot of pirates. Probably an hour-long video at this point. At least it feels like I've been at it for an hour. Alright. Come on. The little tiny rules booklet. I love the little rules booklets. That's so cute. Village of Red Staff held their annual Tavern Masters competition. Yeah, these are basically... this is adding, like, pirates and sailors and stuff like that to the game. So... I gotta say, Chris, what's it called? Yeah, I've got it. You figured out... It seems like you figured out a pretty cool little card game. So, I'm very excited to give it a try and play. Ooh, these cards feel nice. So these are more Dirty Deeds. And this is the part of a port deck. Better known as the Booze Cruise. Baron's flagship, that's funny. Like, I like all the little snarky comments that it makes, and this must be more events. No, more of a song deck. This one, okay, this one. Neat. Other half of the deck. pop that open too. The moment my fingers allow me to open it. Open it not, open it not, open it not, open it! Sorry, I've been in a big old school Nintendo kick lately, and I've been playing Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, these are all the patrons and sailors and stuff. Scallywags. Not gonna say it. Slavers. Scallywags. Like, really, slaver? That's an interesting name. Port guard, storm mage, rum runner, quartermaster, orcish, bosun, cabin boy, pirate captain, royal navigator, fleet captain, tariff. Oh lord, that's a play on word. A very taxing individual. That's more for the taverns. Pirate's Dice. Liar's Dice I really wouldn't mind trying. It looks very fun. Dancing Girl, Brandy the Bard Maid, Weathered Barkeep. That looks like Geralt. An old man Geralt. That's funny. So salty he could cure fish. And then finally, Mean Drunk. Well, I could definitely see why the age range for this is 14 and up. The thematics are definitely screaming that. That is all of the expansions. The promos, on the other hand, that's quite a bit to go through. So that's all the promo stuff. Magic Mug, Magic Hat, Dream Catcher, Tommy Bay Horse, Lavender Cake, Master Shrivener, Elfin Dice. That's a D20 in the middle of there. That's funny. Traveling Boot Black, Helping Hand, Alexander Hero Hunter. That is a very tanked out young man. Aetha Hero Harbinger, best friend. Okay. This is funny. This looks like just a picture you took of people and just threw them into the artwork. That's funny. Ranger's Potion, Merlin Ambrosius, Knight the Phoenix. Some like it hot. Yes, they do. Tavern Burger, Park Ranger, Selfie. Okay, that's funny. That's very funny. More events. Summer Girl. Midtown billiard table. Istanpita Libda. It's a cat. It's a cat bard. That's funny. Tabletop gamer. Hey, that's funny. Keep calm and game on. Yes, I agree. The bear picnic ruiner. Just outrun your friends. Ain't that the truth? Okay, let's see how am I gonna do this. Because these are promo cards. They don't have a box. Old Duck's Quack Pack. Got some more events. Captain Crimson, Dim Fairy Brother. Again, that just reminds me of my buddy Chase. That's funny. Jakeem, Royal Magician, The Odd Duck, Wit Fairy Brother, Four Duckman's Portal. So these are all duck and bird related. Barksworth, Mama Duck. Signature drink. By the end of the hour, all players must choose a name for their tavern. Interesting. This seems very... These packs seem very play on. I think I'm definitely gonna be making dividers for these. I'm almost finished. Village potter. And a halfling jester. Why does that look like Tom Holland? AI, what were you doing that day? We saw Tom Holland. That's what we pulled. This is the 4 promotional cards. Franks and Friends. Nikki the Leopard. Sophie the Little Rhino. Lizzie the Monkey Princess. And Frank... Frank. Nikki. Sophie. Lizzie. Frank. Just Frank. Don't call him anything else. Frank. Can I be Frank? Okay. Can I still be Garth? The other side. Fairies welcome. Spilt milk. More. Yep, dirty deeds. Who's got the button? Garden Pixie. Elven Adventurer. Troll Gordman. Fairy. A fairy way to travel. Haha, I see what you did there. Berry basket. Fairy cakes. Fairy dust. Jelly shots. Fairies welcome you, play no trolls. What's that? Yeah, more tavern signs. Very quaint. And here's another one. I'm gonna just put that one right there for now. Another one of those. Until I can sort through all of this at least. This is Merchants. I cannot read that. I truly cannot read that. Felix, you get down and go play with your pipe cleaner. Cloaked figure, dragon mage, handsome poet, red diamond agent, bitter mead. Are these? Nope, they're taverns. Leftover wine, minstrel lyre, saltwater rum, soured ale, wild game. That's pretty cool. I like this. I like it. Things seem to be laid out and very probably easy to pick up. Oh, there's more of these. I guess I didn't pick them up. Rhea Bar Manager and Bash. Neat. Put that right there. Okay, and this pack is Heartwarming Gift promo pack. Will you stop jumping up here, you silly cat? Stop trying to jump up here. Doing an unboxing. Stop it. Adorable snow monster. Holy Knight. Oh, they go with some of the more expansions. Rudolph the Drunk. Silent Night, that's funny. Unwanted Relative, Beeswax Candles, Book of Carols, Figgy Pudding, Holiday Rum Cake, Potato Lakes, Yule Log Cake. That looks like Swiss rolls. Ginger Kitchen Witch, or is it Witch, and Holiday Decorator. So that's gonna go directly with the Christmas one. And the final promo pack is Grand Reopening Promo Pack. This is a lot of... Felix! Get down, you silly cat! Final promo pack. Game Night. The Salmon Morsel. Moose. The Salmon Moose. Game Night. Chronomancer, Eilif Know-It-All, Jewel Thief, Ladies' Night, Peddler, Pirate, Spiced Girls. Okay, dude, I see what you did there. If you wanna be my server, you gotta get with my friends. That's funny. Village hero, anniversary cake. If you do not stop climbing up on my table, go, you silly cat. Bar nuts. Baron's Brandy, Stage Magician, Troll Bruiser. And these look like more Tavern Menu, Fat Dragon, more signs, more events. So yeah, I look forward to trying this out, playing it, and give my review on it. Let's see if I can't get at least these to fit in it somehow. At least until I can come up with a decent little storage solution for it. But yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video, everybody. I want to give a very huge shout out to Chris and Power Games for sending me a copy of this to show off on my channel. I very much look forward to playing it. I'm going to be linking in the description where you, if there is one, I'm going to try to find one, where you could purchase a copy of this game yourself. But if you liked today's video, please drop a like on it. Leave your comments. Again, please keep them friendly. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you not have done so already. But I, as always, am your friendly neighborhood guru, and I will see you on the next Tabletop Temple. Goodbye, my friends.